Straight up, I was wrong. Some time has gone by and things have surfaced and clarified, and it does appear, in fact, that the Cobra is indeed the Viper Mini replacement, making me wrong, and for that, I do deeply apologize. Personally, I wanted to hold out hope that Razer would give us all what we really wanted, which was essentially a Viper V2 Pro and a Viper Mini shell. While I think a lot of the points I made in part 1 are still valid, I wanted to clear some things up on the parts that I did get wrong, so have 4 more points to add some clarification. Starting off with number 1, Razer reports the Razer Viper Mini has always been more enthusiast oriented and hasn't been super popular commercially. On Reddit, Razer reps said they wanted to make something for the hardcore enthusiast that came with all the bells and whistles and released the Viper Mini SE. It perfectly fits that bill, top of the line specs with top of the line materials and something unique never found before, 8,000 Hertz wireless polling. Which means they delivered on that promise, just not at the price that we wanted. Moving on to point number 2. Again, on Reddit, Razer reps reported that there were going to be 2 more Viper Minis to be released summer 2023, but never alluded to anything about them. Summer 2023 rolls around and bam, the Cobra Pro and Cobra Wired come out. These have eerily similar shapes and sizes. Despite that, I incorrectly assumed that because they have just ever so slightly different shapes, and by slightly, I really do mean barely at all, and with a different name, that there was no way that these were the Viper Minis that they were talking about. And I didn't mention this at the time. One of my other thoughts behind that was we were expecting a Viper V2 Pro and a Viper Mini shell, and that was not present. So instead, come to realize that the Viper Mini, or I should say the Cobra Pro and Cobra Wired, are more commercially oriented, as the community, from my perspective, and on what I can see on Reddit, YouTube comments, and other videos, wanted a Viper Mini wireless with a plastic shell, without holes, top-of-the-line specs, and at no more than 50 to 60 grams for a max of $130 to $150, aka the Viper V2 Pro, just in a Viper Mini shell. Not that hard. Instead, we got a Cobra Pro that, for the average Joe, is probably awesome. But for us enthusiasts, and for the people who are really interested in this mouse, they consider that 78 grams to be heavy, even though the average Joe would definitely classify that as lightweight because they're used to 100 or more grams on their mice. And in comparison to the other mice that have similar features, such as the RGB, the Bluetooth, etc., the 78 grams is actually a lot lighter. For example, I've got the Razer Basculus V3 Pro here, and it's over 100 grams. Compared to 78 grams, that's a big difference for having essentially the same features other than the unlimited scroll wheel. But enthusiasts don't really care so much about the features on this, but the average Joe does. It also, and more importantly, isn't balanced. It's back heavy, which honestly I think is just a miss from them, period, and honestly probably would have solved most of the issues that people have with the Cobra Pro, as it would have hid the higher weight better. And that's one of the reasons why we love the Viper V2 Pro, the Death Adder V3 Pro, and the Viper Mini SE, as all of them are incredibly balanced and they feel so fantastic because of that. However, the Cobra Pro does have top-of-the-line specs, plus some extra features such as wireless charging and Bluetooth in the Viper Mini shell. To me, the Cobra Wired makes absolutely zero sense. I'm not even sure why it exists, as the Viper Mini Wired had essentially the same exact specs, but is $20 cheaper, which brings me to the next point of Razer just not liking the Viper Mini brand, as apparently it wasn't successful outside of the niche market. So they've rebranded it to try and revive it, or the revive part there is my words, not theirs, so don't mistake that, which if we're grasping out for hope, maybe if those two mice do great commercially, we could finally have the Viper Mini wireless that we've always wanted, just maybe under a different moniker, such as the Cobra V2 Pro. Or maybe Razer will wake the F up and do it anyways. But to wrap this point up, Razer did come out with 2 additional Viper Mini mice this summer. While they definitely weren't what we wanted, they did deliver on their promise. Third, a Razer rep has confirmed multiple times that the Razer Viper Mini lineup has been discontinued and they have no plans at this time to release any other models. Even the original Viper Mini has now been removed and replaced by the Cobra Wired on their website. You can't find the Viper Mini Wired or any mention of it anywhere else. I also can no longer find it on Best Buy, and I'm sure Amazon will be quick to follow once they run out of stock. Bearded Bob the GOAT, has also done some wizardry by putting Cobra pieces into a Viper Mini shell, which also kind of confirms that the Viper Mini shell and the Cobra shell are essentially one and the same, just with minor differences, because you can't release the same product by not making any changes. So I think we're just going to do slight changes, and then we're going to be like, yeah, this will work. So anyways, rip the Viper Mini name. Which brings me to number 4 and my last point, which means we've lost. Our dreams have been smashed. If you want a premium Viper Mini, you'll need to drop $279 for the Viper Mini SE if you can find it in stock. I reiterate that this is not a limited edition mouse. It will eventually come back in stock, and you're an absolute moron if you buy it third party for even more money, as the stock pricing for this guy is already insane. I will be doing a follow-up video on what my thoughts on the Viper Mini SE X months later, so do keep a lookout for that. The Cobra Pro will be for the mainstream market who want a miniature mouse that is also symmetrical with top-of-the-line specs with all the bells and whistles, but it will be heavy at 78 grams, which again, I think is silly, seeing as the Viper is 78 grams for the white/colored version, and we've just gotten spoiled with sub-60-gram mice these days, as the mice market right now is in a beautiful, beautiful place. But more importantly, it's back-heavy, which I truly believe is the thing that makes the 78 grams feel like trash. Or the Cobra wired for the budget-oriented, which shouldn't exist in the first place, in my opinion. I think it's a low blow, as they replaced the Viper Mini wired for it, not really making any changes at all, and are charging more money for it for essentially the same thing, which really is just a slap in the face to consumers. I'm not really sure why they didn't just release the Viper Mini wireless the way that we wanted, as the hype and backlash that I've seen on Reddit, online, and reviews for the Cobra, YouTube comments, and YouTube videos all make it very apparent to me that would have made for a banger of a mouse that their consumers would have really enjoyed, and that they definitely made the wrong call. As I haven't really seen too many positive Cobra Pro reviews, and the ones that I do see, though, are very commercially oriented, of they're extremely casual individuals that just happen to get it for a review or something, and they're like, this thing is great. But anybody in the niche market, or anybody who is interested in their other lineup of mice and everything like that, are like, what is this piece of trash? Also, I think a ton of people enjoy small mice, and there's a huge market out there for people with small hands that are looking for a mouse that is actually good, and or those who use fingertip/claw grip and prefer smaller symmetrical mice. But hey, what do I know? I don't run a successful business, and my perspective is definitely limited, so maybe I'm just completely off base on that. Anyways, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. If I got anything wrong in this video, let me know, because I do want to correct that. Like this video if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it. If you've made it to this point in the video, I will be releasing a follow-up video on my thoughts on the Viper Mini SE here pretty soon, along with if 4000 or 8000 hertz is actually worth the upgrade. So make sure to subscribe if you're interested in seeing that type of content. Otherwise, I will see you and your beautiful face on the next one. God bless, and peace out.